a custom GPT in ChatGPT. So I hope you remember. This is a very useful tool if you are using online paid versions. So if you go to ChatGPT and if you go to Explore GPTs, and if you try to create something, you can configure a custom GPT for you. I mean, you can, without giving all the instructions, you can just go to create and give an instruction saying that, okay, let's say you want to create a research agent, or if you are HR person, put all the HR policies and documents to this tool and train the tool like you train a normal employee. Or if you are a finance person, put all your P&Ls, balance sheets, and other the customer information or project details or whatever, maybe last 10 years data to this tool, and train it on that data. Then you can use it as a baseline to ask questions, or maybe create some other documents, compare it with your current situation or whatever. So just you can just give an instance. I demonstrated it last week as well. Maybe you can go to the video and refresh your memory. You can just put a prompt here, configure it, or you can just go to the configure and give instructions one by one. That's also a possibility. And you can upload all the knowledge files from here. But if you don't want to upload any files to clouds, there are certain regulations preventing certain banks and insurance companies from uploading files to cloud environments. I mean, Sri Lanka, it's not that encouraged. So if you have a limitation like that, the same system can be implemented on-prem as well, without uploading the exact files to cloud environments. That's also a possibility. There's a different mechanism for that, but it can be done also. Now this is something, if you are using paid versions, could be ChatGPT or could be Copilots. The same thing can be done. But if you are using Claude as well, there's something called Claude projects here, and same thing can be done in Claude projects as well. So I personally prefer Claude because it's very advanced. So you can go to a new project and give a name, something, give a description, something, and go to create project. And the same thing that you do with ChatGPT. Same thing that you try to achieve with ChatGPT can be done here. So you can give the instructions here. You can upload. You can give instructions step by step what you want to do. You can upload files here. Same thing can be done, but in a better way. Then I introduced Claude to you, how you can use Claude for various tasks and how you can get certain things done. And so last week, someone asked whether we can develop an application using Claude. Yes, Claude is a very good tool for you to develop your own application without having any understanding about any coding. You don't need to know Python. You don't need to know .NET. You don't need to have any database knowledge or whatever, but you can develop your own applications using Claude. This is something that you can't do with ChatGPT or any other AI tool as of now. So I'll show something that I did. Since it takes some time, I'll walk you through the chat. I mean, it's a very simple thing. Right. I think this one. Is it? No, not this one. We These are all some examples that I have been using for various classes. Yeah. Sure, it's that. Right. So I'll walk you through this one. So I have developed a much more advanced applications using Claude. There's a separate entity called Claude Code. But if you want to use Claude Code, you need to have some kind of coding knowledge. But this is for anyone without coding knowledge. You can just interact with it in the same way that you interact with any other AI tool. So I asked it to do something. I told it that I want to teach some non-technical people how I can build an application using Claude Code. How can I do that? I'm like, very simple question, right? So then, then it gave me certain things. And the beauty is that when you put it, it asks you questions. So it's not displayed here because now the questions are already asked, but it gives you like MCQ questions that you can answer. And based on these things, we develop the application. And it goes on and on, various few interactions. I give interactions. I'm like I give instructions, asking it to modify certain things, add certain things, and it asks whether I needed an application just for demonstration, or I need a fully fledged application, things like that. And ultimately, so no coding, nothing. I haven't typed any single code, just manually giving instructions. I mean, in very layman terms. Um, so it asked about data. I told it that I need to upload data using an Excel file or something. I need the administrative dashboard. I want to interact with it, and users should be able to configure certain things. Yeah, then it ultimately gave me this application. Uh, no, no, right, this application it provided. So you can actually publish as an artifact. So when you publish it, you can just copy the link. I'm going to copy the link in the chat window here. So it only took me like 10-15 minutes for me to create the application. So I'm going to put the link here. You can just access this application using the link. Just access it and see how easy it is to create an application on your own. So this is the application. I have created a sample username and password admin@technura.com, some password. So you can use the same thing. Just uh, click on it. So I have configured that user. So when you go to the dashboard, so you can see the dashboard. So it shows us like total deposits, loan portfolio, active customers, NPL ratios, everything based on the data that we provide to it. So the beauty is that it has a dashboard, customer list, risk. So if you want to analyze a risk, NPL ratios, and all these parameters, so it has a risk dashboard as well. It has an admin dashboard, which where you can create certain things. Let's say if you want to add the customer, you go to add customer, put the name, email, phone number, all this data, everything, and you can just click save, and the customer will be added. And if you want to export all the data, you can just go here, export all the data as well. And let's say if you want to do a bulk upload of people, let's say if you have an Excel sheet with all the data, you can just upload those data by using this link. I mean, this is a fully fledged enterprise level application created within. I'm sure that you are interacting with the application on a day-to-day basis in your branches and everything. So these are enterprise level application created within 10 minutes. If you spend enough time, you can create the same thing in a much better way. The only thing is that this runs in code. You get a public link, but you can download the code, and maybe someone can modify it. Maybe one person in IT, and you can run it internally. So a task that took like 3-4 months earlier now can be done within 1 or 2 weeks. That's the beauty of these tools. I mean, let's say now you have a product idea. You want to develop something, but you know nothing about coding, right? So you have a product idea, you want to do something. So what you can do is you just give instructions to Cloud Code, then you get a prototype. So once you have the prototype, you can get help to develop it further, maybe do certain customizations, integrate it other applications through APIs or whatever. You can do it later by getting help from other people. But to put the prototype out, it's very easy. Let's say you want to automate something in your environment, and let's say you want a reporting dashboard or whatever in your environment, and you can just create this application and publish the link to your employees, and they will be able to use it. So it's very, very easy. You just need to be imaginative and creative. And what we can do right now is maybe we can try creating our own application right now for demonstration. So I would like if maybe someone can put an idea here. Let's so we can try it out. So you guys have various ideas. So just type an idea. whatever you like to create. So let's see whether we can get it done. Put it in the chat. Some internal use case that you want to put it to application or a dashboard or whatever. Anyone? Could be HR, could be finance, could be sales, could be risk, could be compliance related. I don't know, anything. Any idea? We'll create it from scratch. It won't take much time, maybe 10-15 minutes, but I just need an idea.
Well, until others think about something, but I wanted to look at uh, RM training module where we have a lot of say memos, credit memos, and SOPs, and product payment guidelines for different products for in one section in the bank, like corporate banking. But if you look at you need some people ask questions about retail products. It doesn't, nobody understands, nobody have those in the tip of their tongue. So I was looking at a RM learning or knowledge sharing platform where they could actually type
LMS,
like an LMS. It's not an LMS where they could really instead of referring the documents or asking someone, they will have everything there. They could type if they want to refer some document, or if they say who is the approval authority for this particular document. So
for that one, actually, you can without creating an application, you can just create a custom GPT.
Okay.
Yeah. So without creating an application, you can upload all the documents to this custom GPT and keep it trained. You don't need to create a separate application, but the only thing is that it's in cloud. But without having a separate application, you can just create a custom GPT. So like you create a knowledge base, and using that knowledge base, you can ask questions. I mean, like what's the process to get approval? To whom should I go to get approval? Things like that.
Okay. I think now you have got a lot of
yes, let's say trade finance, daily volume analysis, letter of credit, letter of guarantee, export, LC discount, export documents. Okay. I think we are going to create a almost a good trade finance module. Let's try it out. We have 3. Let's start from analysis on NPS survey data. I believe you are referring to Net Promoter Score. Yeah. So what we'll do is I'm in the banking industry, and I want to create an application which runs surveys and NPS data. This application should be able to run the surveys based on the information we provide. Information we provide and collect the data and analyze it to you complete comprehensive approach through different levels of the bank. Dashboards should have room sure but all the aspects yes. What else? Yes, administration, generation, all the modules. Anything else that I should include? Yeah, let's run it and see. You can add that I have taken the real life in PS. Sure. Let's see what it does. Take some time for sure. I build a comprehensive NPS analytics platform for banking. Let me start by reading the front-end design skill. So large applications. So I'll create a feature-rich React artifact with all the models. So React is actually a framework which you use to develop applications. So until it does it magic, so I'll show you another tool, and we'll go back and forth. Otherwise, we'll be wasting time. So there's another tool I would like to show. There's a tool called Notebook LM. Right? It's called Notebook LM. I don't know whether you guys are already using it. And
I use it.
okay, so it's an excellent tool for researching, collecting knowledge, studying, etc. So it's a free tool. You don't have to pay anything. All the features are free as of now. It's developed by Google. So just type Notebook LM and go to Notebook website. You can create an account without any issue. So I have created an account. So when you go to this thing, when you log in, you have something called create new. You go to create new, and you get a window. You get an interface. The interface has multiple components. Uh, yeah, so this is the central area where you can ask questions, type in prompts, everything. But to start anything, you need to add various resources. So these resources could be PDF files, text, web pages, YouTube videos. So any resource you can add here. So let's think of a topic. What do we need to uh, study? Uh, uh, what's an interesting topic? So let's say that we need to research on elephants. So what we do is we let's think that you go to YouTube and you search elephants, and you find various documentaries, maybe other videos. So this is one link, Nat Geo, True Facts, elephants. I'm just randomly selecting because I don't want to waste time. Elephants, animals, something like that. So let's say we have 4 videos. So what you do is you go to that link, you copy it, and you can basically edit here. You come here, add resource, come here, add resource, go to links, you paste the link here. We'll add all the links at once.
This episode sponsored by Brilliant. Learn to think.
Let's add all the links here. One link, the second one, at the third one also. That's the window. Did I close the window? Sorry, my bad. I closed the window, but it's okay. Actually, this one also doesn't matter. Then you have two YouTube links added. Then let's say now we want to add web pages. So you go to Google, you say elephants, you get random web pages. Let's say I want to select this one. I want to select the Wikipedia, whatever the web pages that you want. This one, this one. So you select few things. But when you're actually doing research, so you drill down and add only what's necessary. So you come here, you paste the links. You add this one as well. So also just adding links so I can show it to you. So we add some links. Another thing is you can come here, you can upload files, right? Let's say now you download some files. Let's say elephants file type PDF. Let's say we download some files. All about elephants. Let's say you save it here. And there's another file. Let's download it as well. Okay, you can add files, you can upload files, downloads. Okay, you add those files. Okay, two files are added. Or else you can search from here also. Let's say elephants. You can just type here and search. So it will search Google or whatever the search engine that it has. Okay, now it gives us a list of resources. So you can select the resources from here, tick them, and now untick them and add them. So I have ticked all of these things. You select import. So you added video files. You uploaded files, and you added URLs. So various things. So now your knowledge base is getting completed, right? Or else, if you have certain files in your Google Drive, you can do that. You can go to your Google Drive and add them here. Or if you want to like just copy text from anywhere, anything, you can just copy paste text here as well. So you can create a good knowledge base, videos, URLs, files, links, anything that you want. So once that's created, you can interact with it using this chat. So larger the knowledge base and diverse the knowledge base, better the results that you get. But right now, I only wanted to show this tool to you. So I randomly selected a few videos and links. So let's say now, what does the knowledge base explain about elephants? A simple question. So you can interact with it. And this tool will go through all the videos, will go through all the PDF files, will scan all the URLs and give you answers. But if you are doing it manually, if you are doing this research manually, it will take a long time for you to like watch the videos, read the PDF files, go through the websites, everything. But you can just create a knowledge base if you are studying or if you are researching, if you want to find information about a topic, very, very easily. And you can keep on asking questions, maybe ask it to elaborate certain things more. That's one side of it, and creating a knowledge base, and getting input out from that knowledge base. So this is different from creating a custom GPT, because like when you are creating custom GPT, you can only upload documents, but here you can put URLs, you can put links of YouTube videos, you can add web pages, anything can be done. Then let's say now you create a knowledge base. You want to create a video based on that knowledge base. So you have notebook, and you can click on this video overview. Let's say I want to create an explainer video on elephants. So you can select a style. I will select classic. That's for the sake of it. Then you can type something here. What should the video describe? Everything. I'll just let's say video should explain everything about elephants. So, you can select the language as well. So it supports various languages, but I don't think it will support. It supports Sinhala, but we check. Uh, no Sinhala. So I'll select English, and we'll generate. Then it will start generating a video. And let's say if you are studying, you want to create some flashcards. You can go to flashcards, and it will start generating flashcards. So you can edit it here, like fewer flashcards, and you can give an instruction, various things, but you can create flashcards. Let's say if you want to create an infographic. So I want to create an infographic. Let's say I would select a standard infographic in the portrait mode in English. I'll select the style. I'll let it select, auto select. Describe the infographic you want to create. I want the infographic to show elephant, let's say, behavior. Let's try generating that. And if you want to create a quiz to study, or if you want to create a quiz for someone else, you can do that as well. Number of questions you can select, the level of difficulty you can select, can be done. And if you want to create a video overview, like a podcast or something, you can create it like, let's say, I want to do a deep dive, default length. I want to have a podcast style conversation about elephants. Yeah. So it has various things: brief, critique, debate. If it's critique, it will start criticizing various things. If it's a debate, don't know, two people debating something like debating style stuff. Let's generate it. So various things, and data table. If you want to create a mind map, that's also possible. So we'll try creating these things. And if you want to create a slide deck, that's also possible. A detailed slide deck depicting various things. Right. So until right. Okay. The application seems to be completed. Uh, let's see what it does. I'll publish the artifact. Still publishing. That's an error message. This isn't working right now. You can try again later. Let's see what has happened. Refresh the page. Even an error message, let's ask Claude. I'm trying to push the artifact, but I'm an error. Say in refresh the page, try a different browser, wait a few minutes, let's wait a few minutes. I mean, sometimes the backends uh, don't function properly due to various usage issues. Let's give it a few minutes and see. Yeah, until that, let's see what this notebook LM has done. Video is still being generated. The flashcards are done. You know, flashcards are used generally to study. So these are the flashcards it has created. To which taxonomic order do all elephants and the extinct relatives such as mammals belong? So there are, we don't want to, there are 75 flashcards out of the knowledge base that we have created. If you are studying, it's very, very easy. If you are researching, it's very easy. Then let's say it has created a mind map as well. Has created a mind map as well, which you can expand. So this can be further generated. I kept it simple. You know what mind maps are, right? Mind maps are very easy. It's an easy tool to study. You can expand these things. So very comprehensive, easy tool to do research and study. I'm not going to go into detail to save time. Then let's say what mind map was done, flashcards are done, the audio weave is still being generated. So any questions from these tools? Anything that you guys need to get clarified? Any questions up to now?
Earlier, the notebook LM was only podcast. Now it has enhanced itself.
Well, like they're enhancing it daily actually. Even though I can't create a public link for the application, you can try again. They are having a backend problem, something. Can the presentation, for example, be downloaded? Yes, published now. Which one? Which presentation? Now I'm going to copy this link in your chat so you can access the application we just created. Yeah, so this is the application. What it would generate. Yes, of course, you can download. Right. Okay. Now this is the application which we created within 10 minutes. So it has a dashboard which gives out uh, all the analytic results. You can export the dashboard as well from here. Stuck. It's stuck, but you can correct it. Let me check whether it gives you permission to upload data close to reports. So admin panel is there where you can see the total number of users, active sessions, roles defined, super admin, various things, audit logs that is there. Then here under configuration, you can create various NPS thresholds and scoring, uh, various parameters you can configure here. Language to then alerts. You can create various alerts from here. It maybe doesn't. Think it doesn't. Application doesn't allow us to interact. Yes. Just static demo app. So I think it has only created yeah. So it has only created a demo application for us to see the data. So that's why I told Claude that the application doesn't allow us to interact it. It doesn't static demo app. So now it's going to rebuild the entire application so that we can interact with it. It takes some time. Right. Any other questions? What do you think
Niranjan,
of what? Yeah.
yeah, now once you build this application, uh, if you download now, it's built in cloud, okay? But once you
It's
download
built
it,
in, yeah, you can what you can do is now it's built in cloud. So it gives the option here, download.
okay,
So when you download it, it will give you the code.
okay.
It will give you the code like this, the entire code. I mean, you will not be able to. So yeah, you can.
So you have to go back and forth for the maintenance
Yeah. So
to
when you download it,
prod.ai.
it give, yeah. So when you download it, it gives the complete code. You can get the help of maybe your IT team or whatever to the convert the code to a standalone application. You might not be able to do it by yourself, but once you create the prototype, you can get the help of someone to like convert it to a standalone application. So it's building the truly interactive version of this thing because now it only created the demo version. Let's wait for a few minutes and see. Right. So until these two things are being done, I will show you another tool which is called something else. So if you are using Excel, now this Excel also has the Claude plugin. So if you go to Excel, if you have a Claude subscription or even the free version, so you can just get the add-on Claude. You go to add-ins, then you type Claude, and it will show here. You can just add the plugin to Claude. Let's say now if you are working with a large Excel sheet, let me see whether I can Let's check whether I can find a large Excel sheet which I can demonstrate to you. Hmm. Sample data. Just give me a second. Well, it's not big. Let's say we have some kind of financial data. So this is just some sample data that I generated for another class. Let's say you have some data and you want to do some analysis on this, so maybe create some visual analytics or maybe create some reports out of it. So you have the Claude plugin in your Excel. You just go to open Claude. So it needs some updating. I haven't used it for some time. Yeah. You go to Claude. Login. Still loading. There's a question. Sorry. Do you need to have a paid version of Claude for this purpose? Yes. The plugin, Excel plugin, I think it comes in the paid version. But anyways, the free version has a lot of limitations. Thresholds for the number of questions that you ask, the number of output that you, like the amount of output that you generate. It has a lot of limitations. Okay, now so I'm just switching in between various windows just to save time. So now it has generated few things. Let's see. This is the video. Yeah, the video is generated.
Elephants. You know them the second you see them, right? Their incredible size is going to look deeper into the complex machine of their body.
So the quality of the video actually depends on the resources that you add. So since I just want to demonstrate, I randomly selected.
Kick things off, get a load of this. An elephant's trunk has around 40,000 individual muscles. Now, to put that in perspective, our entire human body,
I hope you can hear
a
it.
gentle touch to that iconic trumpeting call that you can hear from miles. It's their all-in-one tool for life. And if you look really close, you'll find this subtle but super important difference. See, the African elephant has two little fingers at the tip of its trunk.
It's very, very impressive.
Even
I mean,
more. So we've seen the elephant
gives a
as the
7-minute
biological.
video based on the information that you supply. Like let's say now you have a large document that you need to convert it to a video. Very easy.
will marvel. Now, let's zoom out and see them where they really shine.
It has different chapters in the video.
Asian
You
elephant.
can download the video.
And the differences between them are pretty striking. The African bush elephant is the biggest of them all. But, the easiest giveaway is always the ears apart. So
So depending on the type, depending on the video style that you generate, it will be different. So I just selected the classic one. But if you want more animations, more colors, everything, so you can select different video versions. And
welcome in. It is so great to have you sitting at the table with us for today's deep dive.
Yeah, really glad you're here. We've got a lot to cover.
We really do. We have an absolutely massive stack of sources to get through today. I mean, we're looking at extensive conservation reports from the international.
so doesn't it sound like a real podcast? I mean, it's extremely difficult to distinguish between a real podcast and a AI generated one now.
For animal welfare and the World Wildlife Fund.
Right.
Plus, we've got peer-reviewed biology articles from Science Magazine. We've pulled from Wikipedia's extensive archives. There's this profoundly moving article on animal grief from My Modern Met. And we're even parsing the full transcript of a beautifully shot National Geographic documentary.
The sheer volume of data we have on
We're even parsing the full.
So, like, did you catch that? The natural style of speaking, it doesn't just go through text. I mean, it doesn't translate text to audio. This natural styles. So that they have even captured those as well.
Beautifully shot.
Very interesting.
But it yields incredibly precise data. A recent assessment by the IUCN relied on these DNA techniques and revealed there are roughly 145,000 forest elephants remaining.
And the data showed a massive
the tone fluctuations and everything. It's very, very good. So try it out. It's free. Go to Notebook LM, do whatever you want, give instructions, create videos, podcasts, whatever you want. I mean, like if you want to teach something to your kids, so maybe if you want to teach something to your bank staff or whatever, it's going to be a handy tool. So try it out. Notebook LM. And let's see whether my Excel integration has come up. Yeah. We have double usage for circle. Right. So now this is here. So you have the add-on here. Let's say what I'll do is I'll tell it analyze the workbook and create complete visual dashboard and got enough. Can Claude or other AI tool can modify, give access to download, retrieve data from online portal? Can Claude or other AI tool can modify or give access to download, retrieve data from online portal, which is generally accessed such as user. Assume my CSC portal account, which is having large market database, which I need to give access. No, AI tools can't generally do that. I mean, if there's an application which is restricted, which is, I mean, if you are only able to log into it using your usernames or passwords or whatever, then you can't. I mean, what you can do is you can create an application which uses your username and password, then log into that application and maybe get that data. But even if you log into an application, you are just logging to the front end. So data is in the back end. So even if you use your username and password to log into the site, you can't exactly extract the database. But what AI tools can do is, I mean, it's going to be a complex application. It can mimic a human and, log into an application, browse through various things, so maybe get screenshots, scrap data. So that can be done, but it's going to be a very complex and advanced application, not that easy. But if you are, let's say now if you are CSC, like if you are stockbroker or whatever supports API integrations, then it's a different story. Then you can just connect through an API and get the data out. That's a different thing. Now you can see that now you can actually see the dashboard and the reports being built. You can identify data discrepancies, you can identify calculation errors, you can correct those data issues, etc., do reconciliation, anything can be done using this add-on for Excel by Cloud. Right, let's see where we stand with the application. It says created. Let's link. See whether it is. I don't know whether it's interactive now, but let's try it out. Still not interactive, is it? Almost, I'd say, filter by channel, surveys, analytics, switch between channel view, close to, I can't modify the configurations. This is a big application. I think that's the, I can't modify the configurations. Export data. Right. Yeah, so you can see now the dashboard is being populated in Excel. If you do this manually, like it will take maybe a few hours of your time. But you can actually ask Claude to generate all these reports and dashboards and anything, everything, and you can do something else. So maybe you can start using this add-on. It's very impressive. You can even see it. So all these things are now generated by Claude.
Is there a way to verify the numbers? Because in Excel, generally, if a human is running it, we do formulas.
Yeah.
Are the formulas visible in it, or are they static numbers?
Yes, I think, yeah. So you can, let me check. I think you can, so I'm not an Excel expert, but what I'll do is I'll share I'll share this thing with you. So let's see whether you can, so once this is done, I'll put the file in the chat group.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, you can just check and let me know whether the formulas are visible. Maybe this Excel sheet has a lot of data issues because it's a sample one, but I think, yeah, I'll share but you get the idea, right? What you can do with this thing. Then I'll show you another tool. I don't know whether you are using that. I used to have the paid version, but I discontinued the subscription. There's another tool called Gamma, which is for presentations. You go to gamma.app. You can, the free version only supports 10 slides. If you want to go beyond 10 slides, you need to have the paid version. You can create an account. Just go to the home page and create an account. So let's say now I want to create a presentation on something. You create new. You can paste text that you already have. You can import an existing file using import file, or you can generate content as well. Let's say you don't know anything, but you need to generate. So I go to it. Let's say generate. My paid version is active until I think maybe end of March. So I can create up to 20 cards, but the free version only supports 7 cards. So let's say I need to create a presentation on tigers. No, not tigers. Sri Lankan, let's say leopard. I'm a wildlife lover, so animals normally come to my mind. Sorry for that. Sri Lankan leopards. Create a comprehensive presentation which I can use to teach 10-year-old kids. Let's see how the letter. It's it will generate. So you can select the presentation style, blah blah, various things here, and it will generate an outline. If you want to do something about banking industry or whatever the subject that you have, you can do it as well. I just typed it as an example. To generate an outline which you can change, right? So 24 cards total. Let's right. Let's generate and see what it does. Yeah, so now it starts generating stuff. You have to keep the window open until it finishes the slide deck. So I can't navigate in between windows until it finishes. So first slide it created. You can actually select various image styles, how they should be generated. What happened to the page here? But I think it's still generating. Pretty easy, no? If you don't know anything about the subject, you can just, let's say, what it has done. Sri Lankan amazing leopard, meet the leopard, what is a leopard. So you can increase or decrease the amount of text in a slide when you are like creating the configuration. You can keep it concise, or you can keep it short, or you can keep it detailed. That those things you can actually select. So big cat family, island exclusive, the areas where you can see leopards in Sri Lanka, lush rainforest, mixed mountains, national parks, spot the difference. So now it explains how leopards are different because they are, the markings are unique to each leopard. No two leopards will have the same markings, similar to our fingerprints. So what makes them special? Beautiful coat, explains about the coat, black leopards, so various things, right? Teeth, day in the life of a leopard. So very interesting. So depending on the prompt you give, it will. So I just give a very simple prompt, but depending on the prompt you give, will give a very detailed explanation how they hunt. So very calves, baby leopards, and you can present it from the tool itself, or you can let's say export it can go to share. You can export it as a PDF, PowerPoint. You can download it as a PowerPoint, and you can do your own edits, and you can invite others to do others to collaborate on the presentation as well. It's an interesting tool. You can get a similar thing done using Claude as well, but Claude doesn't give this stunning visuals. That's the limitation. But if you want to just get a professional looking presentation done, then Claude can do a similar thing, but it can't give you this stunning visuals. So you can use it for your personal stuff, academic stuff, assignments, whatever, or your corporate presentations, or your business planning, anything. Imagination is the only limitation. So if you have a good imagination, if you have creativity, then you can get a lot of things done using Gamma. Any other questions up to now? Let me see whether this I can share the Excel sheet in the. So while we are at it, maybe you can ask about any other stuff that you would like to see. I think something happened to the graphs. Right. So there are a few other things that I would like to show you. Let me check what else I can. Because so now, so if you have a large set of documents that you want to analyze, let's say P&L documents, finance data, balance sheets, or whatever, you can use a custom GPT, or maybe you can upload the same documents to an existing chat tool and get it done as well. That's also possible. If you want to translate documents to any language, you can use AI tools to translate documents from English to Arabic, or English to Sinhala, or English to Tamil, whatever. That's possible. And there are specific other functionalities that you can get done from AI tools, like if you are working in HR, job descriptions, CV screening, creating interview questions, conducting interviews. I mean, there are AI tools which can facilitate those aspects as well. Multiple AI tools which can facilitate those aspects. So, I mean, start interacting with these tools. I mean, try. I mean, don't feel shy. Try various things out, and you will be amazed by the results it gives. The chart should now be fully visible. What happens? Come to the charts. That. For some reason, I don't see that. Oh. Something, I think maybe there's an issue with from my side. Anyways, let's keep it that way. Right. So I have a small theory part that I would like to cover as well. Until this application is being generated, maybe let me get that presentation out and. Oh, do you have anything else that you would like to see from these AI tools? Any other thing that you would like to generate? Any questions so far?
Can the
Just
AI
one question.
forecast? Sorry.
Sorry. It's okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because the dashboard is static at a particular point in time. Can it do
No,
forecasts
that's
as
what.
well?
So now that's the issue. So I'm trying to create it more interactive. So the dashboard it has created is a demo one which is static. So now that's why I ask it to build a fully interactive dashboard. It's trying to create it now. So it's a very large application. That's why it's taking a bit more time. So let's wait until it
Yeah.
does. It should
So
be done. I
in
mean,
general, what you're saying is it has the capability of doing forecasts if given the
yes,
instruction.
correct,
Okay,
correct.
okay. Thanks.
Can I go ahead with asking you a question, please?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. So, see, my question is twofold. Well, the first one is, now all this depends on the data that we give the AI, engine or whatever that you may call it, the AI application or whatever it is. Now, if the data itself is not verified, can the AI highlight that there is an inconsistency with the data?
Yes, it can. So now if you have a large Excel sheet or something, let's say now you want to check the quality of the data, you want to identify whether there are inconsistencies, whether there are missing data. So you can just ask AI tools to identify that. So let me see if I can do that for you. Let's upload a sample file and see what it.
And before you go to that, I mean, while you go to that, I'll ask my second question.
Yeah.
Now, based on data sampling and everything, methodology or whatever it is, now if an organization wants to make its processes efficient or make it lean or improvements or room for automation or something like that, can this I mean, there AI tools in the market that can do that? And if on a simple thing like Claude, I mean, on a generic thing like Claude, because if there's no specific tool like that, what kind of data must be provided to Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini or something like that?
So you basically need to improve a process.
Yes, let's say I want to make a process efficient, or can the AI tool give you pointers as to this place could be automated, this one
Okay.
could be,
Yeah, so let's say now, let's say, so there are various ways of feeding information to AI tool. Now, let's say one thing is that if you want to improve a process, you could upload a process diagram. You could just maybe enter the steps that you have. Let's say now, a customer comes to the bank, goes to the cashier, takes out the KYC forms, fills the KYC forms, hands them over to the cashier, the banking assistant or whatever. So there are various steps no, in a process. So you can just list them out and put that process to AI tool, or maybe if you have process diagrams, you can do that as well. There are various things that you can use to upload the information to the AI tool, and it can basically identify the improvement. So else, let's say now you have certain data that you collect at the end of a month. Certain, let's say, number of customers served, number of accounts created, like various KPIs or matrices that you look at. So you can upload those data as well to an AI tool to identify where the gaps are, and it can suggest you improvements. That's also a possibility. Or else you can upload survey data. I mean, information that you gather from your customers or other stakeholders, or maybe internal surveys you can upload to the AI tool as well. So whatever the information you can upload and ask it to suggest various things, and it will give enhancements. But it can't actually. Yeah.
But doesn't that depend? I mean, not that it's a but it all depends on the prompt engine or the prompt question that you give the AI tool, isn't it?
Actually, it depends on the information that you upload. Now, I mean, like these like ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, and everything. I mean, they are pretty good at working even on very simple prompts. So they are very good at that. The prompt is very important, but it's also important to upload the right data. If you don't have the data, then it becomes a problem. But if
Since you sorry.
No, please go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. Since you brought up the 3 examples here, but I came across a situation where the same prompt asked from ChatGPT, Claude, and Copilot gave me 3 different answers. So which one am I to take?
Yeah, exactly. So because now let's say how can I tell it? Right. Okay. Now let's say if you take 3 students, now you can teach them the same thing, same material, same content. But if you ask the same question from these 3 students, probably they will answer. I mean, like maybe the same idea, but they will answer in different ways. So it depends on how they absorb knowledge and how they learn these things and how their internal brains function, how their brain is wired. So even though the basic concept of AI is the same, these algorithms and models are different from one another. So Claude has a different model, ChatGPT has a different model, Copilot has a different model. Their parameters are different. How they work is different. Drastically different. So that now, if you ask the same question from now, if you ask ChatGPT to generate an application, it can't, right? So it's not developed like that. So that's the issue. I mean, these models work in different ways. I mean, like even though they are basically trained on the same amount of data, they work in different ways. Their models are completely different.
Right. Got it. Thank you so much. It's the same way. I mean, it's how you train your model basically. Now, of course I use ChatGPT and I've trained it in such a way that
and how you develop the model is also different. So in a model, I mean, like if you take let's say, how can I explain this? If you take a machine learning algorithm, so here it's called this transformer model. In a transformer model, there are things called parameters. There are things called weights, which we give to the different parameters. So they are different from one model developer to another model developer. Completely different. So that's why certain models are pretty good at certain things, and other models are not good at certain things, even though we train them on same data. So mostly the data is different, but even if you use the same data, how models operate is different from one another.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't want to go into a lot of technical details, but I hope that I answered the question.
Maybe I can reach out to you one-to-one later on with Neranjan, because I need some assistance with trying to identify a specific tool to make our processes efficient.
Yeah, of course. Right. So it identified certain, so I asked about data inconsistencies. So it identified certain inconsistencies, those properties showing negative, blah, blah, certain inconsistencies. So I asked it to put it to an Excel sheet. Yeah, just want to demonstrate. So when you upload, this is a very simple file, but if you upload a big file, so it will identify all the data inconsistencies and what you need to correct and everything. So you can just get an output like that without any issue. Let's see. Yeah. Any other questions? No, I don't see any other questions.
Yeah, now actually many banks, I mean, not many banks, certain banks are actually implementing, like when I saw the Excel, what you loaded, they are implementing even the, when it comes to the P&L and balance sheet of when you, the analysis, they, instead of a financial spreading done by the credit analyst, they are looking at the AI tool to do the entire financial spreading and give the certain discrepancies, so that it will be easy to make the questions and even ask the customer rather than
Yeah. So still giving me the static page. Think there's something wrong with what I did. Yeah, doesn't matter. So what I'll do is I'll properly create this application and share the link. I don't have access to your WhatsApp group, but I'll maybe share the link with Istiak and Dushi. They can share the link in the WhatsApp group for this application, but I'll definitely get it done within the next few days. So tool-wise, I think these are the most important tools that I wanted to show you guys. Last week, I think I showed you Otter and few other tools. Yeah, so any other question you would like to ask before I go to the next section? Yeah, so this is the document that
I think Rafi has a question.
Yeah. So just give me a second. So this is the document it created to show us the data inconsistencies. So critical, major, moderate, minor, so all the inconsistencies, details, affected sheets. It gives a comprehensive analysis. Then you can go back to the sheet, workbook, and do the modifications and everything. Right. Who has a question? Right. Yeah, Rafi, please go ahead.
Rafi, please
Yes,
go
Rafi.
ahead.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Can't
Maybe
hear you for some reason.
Maybe he might type it. Rafi, you're muted or we cannot hear you. Niranjan, with Otter .ai, you said once there's a meeting going on, I could use this app to get the entire minutes of the whatever discussed one by one. How do you connect that to the meeting?
Right. So you go to what what you can do is so there's, as I remember, I did it under I can't remember what I did long time back. Right. I did towards the calendar, I think. When calendar, oh no, it's under integrations. So there's something called, when you go to Otter, there's something called integrations here. You go to those integrations, and if you go to integrations, it gives certain applications like Zoom, Google Calendar and Contacts, Microsoft Calendar and Contacts, etc. So let's say now if you want to add a Microsoft Calendar, you go to Microsoft, then you select Add. When you select Add, you can sign into whatever the Microsoft account that you have, and then it's automatically added. Let's say if you want to add a Google Calendar, you go to Add, and you can log into whatever the Google account. So I have added my personal Gmail, I have added my Techneura account, then I added my just-in-time email account. You go to integrations and select the application, or you can, let's say now if you have a Zoom account, you can edit here as well, like that. Very simple. Just need to click add and log into that application from here, from this interface.
Thank you.
Yeah. This
I
is a
will
very, yeah, rough. Yeah, yes. Question was if such tools can be used for app development mobile, which tool would you recommend? Uh, so okay, I'm not saying that you can develop a comprehensive mobile application using Claude. I mean, using Claude code, yes. I mean, for that you need to have some kind of coding knowledge. Have you like without having at least some kind of coding knowledge, it will be a bit difficult. But if you are going to develop prototypes, even mobile applications, you can. But the thing is now, if you develop an application here, just using the chat interface, then it's an application which is hosted in Cloud. You can download the code, but you need to do some modifications. So you can use Cloud Code, and you can use anti-gravity from Google, and there are a few other applications as well. But Cloud Code and anti-gravity are widely used. So it's good. In case of a bank or company use certain software, can AI be used to integrate such apps? Yes, of course. If you have legacy applications, you can have an AI like a orchestration layer or automation layer or a middleware which connect various things. AI can be used to connect various applications. I mean, uh, you can have a central enterprise application which connects with various other backend applications like CRMs, ERPs, or maybe co-banking applications, AML solutions, ALM solutions, your trade finance solutions, supply chain finance solutions, your cash management solutions, or whatever. Then it can act as a central entity which collects information from various tools and applications and gives some output. And for that, you can use API integrations or whatever, and have a central AI entity. If the core banking or ERP has data on GL or core information, and a CRM is used to store 360-degree information, can we use the AI tool to ascertain the integrity of data? And yeah, you can. It depends on the integrations and the amount of data and what type of data that you collect. But if you integrate it properly, you can do that. I mean, you can't just do it with a chat tool, but you need to get the services from a proper development company or whatever. But you can do that. Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions? Right. So, Ishtiaq, shall we do something like that? I mean, if I start the next section, I mean, it will take like 40-45 minutes. If you guys are okay, maybe we can do another session on another day if you are okay to go through that part. And maybe I will walk you through few other tools as well.
Yeah, Doshi, what do you think? I believe many of our bankers who are joined today, I mean, I believe they are getting a lot of information from Niranjan. So the governance side of AI, and I believe that is that what you want to cover, Niranjan? That
Yeah, governance side and AI risks, ethics, transparency, fairness, bias, AI principles, that side considerations that you need to have when you are developing applications, things like that. Give you an overview of that the AI strategy policy aspect.
Yes, please, Niranjan. I think that will be very useful.
it will be very useful. We can schedule another date.
Yeah,
Doshi will connect with you another date for that. And
yeah,
it's because it's not with the kind of the 2 days what we had. I mean, now we understand the gravity of how to use this. So, I mean, so that actually helps. And now with the kind of questions being posted, so it's quite interesting to understand that we need
yeah.
to get the proper input. So there will be time we have to spend some time on that.
Yeah. So what I'll do is so I got few issues while creating this application, but definitely I'll create it and share the link in our WhatsApp group so you can send it to others as well. So let's plan for another session, maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours at least, just to go through those aspects and educate you on the areas that you need to consider. I mean, when you are developing an AI strategy, I mean, it has a lot of areas. You need to consider the people aspect, the process aspect, the technology aspect, the cybersecurity aspect, the ROIs, the KPIs, the monitoring aspects. So there are various components. So I just briefly explain those stuff to you. Yeah. So well, let's do like that.
Yeah. Yes, Niranjan, because now the kind of questions which you asked, because the the diverse bankers who are over here are from risk management side and from operation processing, and also it's really helpful to understand how things AI can be used. So it was way beyond whatever we had expected, and thank you very much for sharing. So there are there are some good things which we actually, the cost of this is mainly the human factor, the imagination, the creativity, and it's everything is on human centric. So like what you said in your flyer, uh, uh, it's mainly it focuses mainly on where AI is not replacing bankers, but bankers who use AI will replace those who don't. That actually resonates during the entire the 2 sessions what you did, because uh, if we do not positively engage with AI and embrace it, thinking it's a fear factor for us, then obviously we will be obsolete. Is what I believe, and so
True. I
it's
mean,
very good.
yeah, well, one thing with AI is that I mean, when you start learning about AI, sometimes people think that you can get anything done with AI. It's not the case, and sometimes like when you are so absorbed with technology, you try to do everything with technology, but you don't need AI to do everything. And so, I mean, some maybe a simple Excel would fix the issue, maybe a simple process would fix the issue. So you don't need to invest a lot on these AI tools as well. So that I mean, like a lot of AI pilot programs fail because they don't identify the right use case. They are just trying to apply technology to solve everything, and they don't have the data, and they don't have the capabilities and skills. So mapping these things out need a good understanding about technology and also business strategy and business processes. Because otherwise, you are trying to do everything with AI and technology, then ultimately you will fail. But it needs a lot of practice and yeah. But when you learn and learn and learn, so it will happen. But I don't think like there are a lot of entities which are properly using AI. People are experimenting. People are still doing POCs and pilots. But so now is the right time to start learning. So these are the tools. Like surface tools which are in the surface. But I encourage you to go deep dive into the strategy, policy, and at least start learning about the high level architectural aspects. Then so when now let's say now, so ERP used to be a very sophisticated application back then, but now all the finance people, all the all the stakeholders can understand how an ERP operates now. So in the same way, when someone comes in and explains details about an AI application, you need to have some kind of knowledge about certain technical jargon, even to get an idea about how this application is built. So that's something you can focus on. And I'm just trying. I'm just explaining. So I'll be starting a 3-month program in AI. So it will cover the entire strategy, policy, secure architecture, the high-level technical aspects. I mean, everything that is needed for managers and decision makers and non-technical people, even laws related to AI, various things. So maybe if you are interested, so it will start in May, end of May, run for 5 consecutive Sundays, 12 Sundays, 5 hours each day, fully online. So if you are interested, and if if there's anyone who's interested, you can join that class as well. Maybe I'll share the details with Istiak, and we'll have another session maybe next week or week after to go through these aspects and maybe introduce few other tools. Yeah.
Thanks, Niranjan, because this is the right time, I believe, for especially Sri Lankan bankers to engage more, know about AI, speak about AI with their peers, with their hierarchy, and so that we are being highlighted, and with that saying that the knowledge what we have gained, and to show that we are serious and in transforming the workplace. And I'm
Yes.
sure the bankers over here would really appreciate having another session and understanding
And I think
what they know.
Dushi has pointed out something, data protection. So it's very important when you are dealing with AI tools. You have to be very, very careful about data protection and privacy. You can easily violate regulations and get into serious consequences, reputational risk, legal risk, financial risk, everything. So you have to be very careful about data protection and privacy. And there's one
Yeah.
other question
And then,
yeah, between Gen and agentic, can it be coupled along with human inputs? Yes, of course. So there are certain instances where there's a concept called human in the loop, and so uh, when it's necessary, you need to keep the human in the loop because certain decisions can't be made without human intervention. So you need to identify the process where the human needs to be kept in the loop because not everything can be automated. You can reduce the human workload in certain situations, but you can't eliminate the human aspect in certain situations. You have to keep the human in the loop. So though these agentic AI solutions will get the work done, but the ultimate decision in certain situations will lie with the human. So you can design the process and applications to facilitate that.
yeah, I think that also confirms, that also reconfirms the document which I shared with you recently, which was issued by the Central Bank of UAE.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where it discussed about a kill switch and also
Yes.
the human in the loop as well. So these, I mean, so Inshallah, Niranjan, let's meet up once you can
Of course,
if you can
of
give
course,
us a
yes,
date,
yes, yes.
and we will discuss the rest of it. If there's anything else anybody wants to question, or we can meet up after Eid. Anything? Any questions? Okay. Fine. Okay. Thank you, Niranjan.
Okay, thank
Thanks a lot.
you. Thank
Okay, right.
you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
have a
God
good
bless you.
day.
Good
Thank you,
night. Good night.
Neranjan.
Thank you. Bye.